All right, guys, welcome back. If you guys have been following along, thank you so much. This leads us to number three, my number three fall bait and setup for this time of the year, early fall going on. This next choice is actually going to be a bait that I believe is not only ready to go in your rod locker or on your front deck for that matter, just for the fall. This bait has seemed to have been a bait that's evolved in the last few years solely because of forward-facing sonar. It's going to be a jerkbait. Forward-facing sonar has kind of opened up a whole new realm as far as fishing, and a jerkbait is a great choice for using forward-facing sonar because you really can hunt individual fish. You can park this bait more or less in front of their face and let it just suspend there, and that's why it's so key for forward-facing sonar nowadays. So a jerkbait, to me, has always been a staple as far as fall to winter. Obviously, just for the simple fact of lack of movement or erratic movement, one of the two, or just, pausing it and let it sit there. With that being said, choosing the right rod for a jerkbait is really, really important. And the part that's really important about the jerkbait rod is length, for sure. The length of the rod is something that you really have to, key on as far as your retrieve your cadence, because if your rod's too long or even too short for that matter, let's say you're fishing on a bass boat. Let's say for me, I'm throwing a 7'1" or 7'2" jerkbait rod. That's just too long. It's not gonna allow me to follow through properly where I need to work that jerkbait right. If that rod's too long, I'm gonna be pulling it to the side too much, and I'm not working that jerkbait how it properly should be worked, where I'm facing directly at it and pulling the line directly to it. Now, the other big key factor is the action. I do believe that a jerkbait can be overworked or underworked. And that being said, the action of the rod can overpower the jerkbait to the point where it might pull it too far or pull it too hard, where it's not allowing the bill to grab the water properly. Now, I'm kind of digging a little bit deep on this, but it's the truth. And the other side of this too, if you have a rod that's just not matched and it's too light, it doesn't allow the jerkbait to have the action it should have, just on the other side. So my rod of choice is going to be a Shimano Zodias 6'10" medium. This rod is a great jerkbait rod. We're talking jerkbaits that are normal. Vision 110 size. I do throw up to a +1, a +2 on this rod, but anything past that deeper wise, I'm not going to be using this rod. So this is a great, I would say, 0 to mid-range rod as far as handling the jerkbait properly. The length is perfect at 6'10". Now, going into the reel, I'm going to use that same reel as yesterday that we talked about for the chatterbait. I'm going to use that Curado 70. Perfect reel for this. Same deal, small profile, fits right in my hand. I could do this thing the entire day, no fatigue at all. Just a great setup. So if you guys are in the market, as always, you guys can go over to Susquehanna Fishing Tackle, try them out in your hands, or if you wanted to, order them on the web at sfttackle.com.